Welcome to VSB News Online for Thursday, September the 10th. I'm Charles Webb. There'll be a standing room only audience of over 200 seniors when Health Minister Jean Atherton addresses the annual general meeting of Age Concern next Tuesday on the subject of the state of aging in Bermuda. Executive Director Claudette Fleming hopes the event will be a groundbreaking affair.
Do we have a plan for addressing the needs of older people who seem to be getting hit quite hard? There are a number of people who are downsizing, offering packages as an example. There are people who are changing and seniors from the company plan and switching to asking them to move to HIP and future care. And, you know, this may not all be bad, but it's happening at such a fast pace that one has difficulty at times to keep up and understand, and also to question whether or not we're moving in the right direction. I know we have a concern, an age concern, that there is a weakening of the safety net for vulnerable seniors in particular, that we take for granted that, you know, a $50 increase here or there won't impact people, when in fact people are on fixed incomes and don't have any wiggle room. And we're seeing growing numbers of people who are struggling, who may not have been prepared for retirement but have been forced to retire and still have to compete, exist in this very demanding economy. So the topic is an important one, the state of aging in Bermuda. I don't know where the minister will take that particular topic discussion, but I'm hoping that our members will continue to sign up and that they will speak and that they will share some of the things that they've been sharing with us, some of the concerns that they are having, and that we'll get to a place where we can get some answers and get an idea of where we're going.
I think the seniors have been very patient with politicians in the last 2 decades. Yeah. I think, is that patience running out?
Is the patience running out? Well, I think that there were a lot of people who didn't show up to vote at the last election, so it ran out. You know, and I didn't think that seniors would be among that group, because studies show that once you vote a certain way and you're a consistent voter, that you vote. But in actual fact, people stayed home. So I think patience ran out before, and it can again. But I think one of the things that we would like to do at Age Concern is to kind of work on that, because it's slow, the bureaucratic and the policy and so on, but also to empower our members to look at what they can do themselves as a group or as individuals, because there is more likelihood that things will happen quicker and faster when you are in the driver's seat of the changes. So whether or not that change is lifestyle, a new career, even though you're retired, moving to another jurisdiction, if that's a choice that you have, be proactive about your aging, because as you pointed out, change is very, very slow when it comes to the bigger, broader policy decisions.
As Excel Catlin Bermuda got off today in its Global Day of Giving, Catlin teams here and around the world were busy giving back to their communities. In Bermuda, Excel Catlin took on 10 projects to commemorate their 10th year of giving back. Carol Parker Trott, Excel Catlin's Corporate Communications Director, and Odette Hartman Gardner, Enterprise Operations Manager, saw no difficulty in teaming up with food preparation volunteers at the Cathedral Hall and St. John's Church Hall, which was much appreciated by Beth Piggott of the Eliza Doolittle Society.
The Dockyard Project was one of our original projects, which is helping to restore the old prison. So we have hundreds of, dozens, I should say, of men and women up there actually continuing that work that's going on. And then just to give you a sort of variety, we have some down on Trunk Island, helping support there as far as removing invasive plants, and also doing a lot of cleanup. And that's also been a favorite project. I think we have about 50 of our employees, Bermuda employees there.
Now, does this remove the entire staff from Excel Catlin?
Almost, yes. We're still functioning. We have a few that are staying behind and keeping things going. But that's the whole intent of the day, to get people out there, rolling up their sleeves and getting involved in their community.
We're actually working for the Eliza Doolittle. So we're actually today putting together shepherd's pie, chicken casserole, and vegetable fried rice and some cookies for the Eliza Doolittle to feed the homeless.
So how many people are you preparing to feed?
We are doing 2 big pans, so I would think we're probably feeding about 80 people for shepherd's pie, and we're making 6 chicken noodles, so that'll probably be about 40, maybe more than 46. So we're making about 14 pans, big pans.
So this is quite different from your normal day of duty at Catlin.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's more labor intensive, and it's quite warm in here. But the sacrifice will be worth it, because there are many people out there who need this. So.
Now, did you and your team require any skills to be able to do this type of stuff?
Cherry disposition.
The food that they're making here today is probably going to provide about 700 meals. The food will be distributed across the island. We've got feeding centers that we support anywhere from Somerset all the way to St. George's. So there's about 12 feeding centers that we generally support, and as well as places like Teen Services, Center Against Abuse, and different organizations, Harbor Lights, etc. So the food that XL Catlin are providing for us today is going to benefit a number of families and help people. I think that a lot of people in Bermuda don't realize just how many people there are that are going hungry. We take it for granted that we're going to get a meal. We take it for granted that, our food will be there. That's not the case for everybody in Bermuda, unfortunately, and I think that that's somewhat hidden, and we want to try and highlight that to people, that there is a real need in our community, and community efforts like this are just huge for us.
After a year's absence so that it could become a biennial event, the Christmas Boat Parade is back with a bang this December the 12th. And as organizer Steve Thompson reports, it is clear that it's an event Bermuda really looks forward to.
The Bermuda Christmas Boat Parade is back, and we're back with full force. We're actually booming this year, which is super. We've already got 34 boats signed up. It's Saturday, December 12th, from 6:30 to 8:30 in Hamilton Harbor. And as you know, it's considered Bermuda's biggest single spectator event of the year. We have over 20,000 spectators traditionally, whether they be at parties at Harbor Road or in boats out on the water or along Front Street or at Hamilton Princess. So we're the Fairmont Hamilton Princess again, or Hamilton Princess and Beach Club again, is our sponsor hotel, so we'll be there. We're really proud that ACE has come in as a sponsor, OIL is a sponsor, we're happy about that. Bacardi's leading the parade again this year by renting out the Spirit of Bermuda, so that's very exciting. So the nice thing, and the thing I want to tell all of Bermuda is, let's go, let's get into the parade, let's support this thing. That's what we need entries. So it's www.bermudaboatparade.bm, bermudaboatparade.bm. And the really nice thing is the first 50 boats get $300 grocery voucher from Lindo's. And we've done that for the last few years. It's very popular, so there's still lots of time to get your $300 voucher, bermudaboatparade.bm. And I would encourage all of Bermuda, let's get behind this event. Let's make it bigger and better than ever. The theme this year is the America's Cup Christmas Boat Parade. So there's lots of people coming on board. We're really, really excited about it.
Will there be America's Cup people around, you think?
We're hoping. We're inviting them. We'd like them to enter a boat. I think the fact that Bacardi's coming in for their 50th anniversary by leading it is really fun. I think that the fact that we're calling it the America's Cup Christmas Boat Parade is fun. And it seems like Bermuda really likes this event. I mean, it's just a massive turnout of people. So Saturday, December 12th again, 6:30 to 8:30, www.bermudaboatparade.bm. Or you can call us at mailboxes or stop in, and we have a entry form that you can fill out. But we really want Bermuda to get behind this event and get in and support it. We have the most natural harbor in the world for this. Temperate climate at Christmas. I mean, it's ideally suited, and the amount of parties and people that come out is just quite unbelievable.
As anticipation grows for the first holding of an America's Cup race event in Bermuda history, America's Cup Bermuda will be hosting a public town hall meeting on Thursday next, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at the St. Paul Amy Centennial Hall. Brian Darby tells us what to expect.
The purpose of the meeting will be to provide the public with a progress report on the 35th America's Cup, along with the important up-to-date details of the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series event taking place here from October the 16th to the 18th. The Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series will see racing between all 6 America's Cup teams, with Front Street being the host for the Bermuda Festival and Event Village, including a concert featuring international headliners such as Shaggy and Maxi Priest. Also performing will be the high-energy Caribbean soca band Spice and Company, and the MC for the night will be Bermuda's own reggae star Uzimon, kicking off the show. The community will be informed about all these activities making up the festival and event village, as well as the important viewing and safety information for on-water spectators of the racing. In addition to these updates, the public will learn more about the Endeavour Community Sailing Program and hear from a panel of speakers, including the Minister of Economic Development, Dr. Grant Gibbons, America's Cup Event Authority CEO Sir Russell Coutts, and ACBDA Chairman Peter Johager. Brian Darby reporting for VSB News.
And we'll be back with more news right after this.
The Marketplace Food Court is you and your family's one-stop shop. Start your day at the Breakfast Bar with omelets made to order and traditional Bermuda codfish breakfast. The chefs will cook lunch and dinner to your liking. Along with the salad bar, sandwich bar, sushi bar, and fruit bar, the Marketplace Food Court is your kitchen away from home. Every day is hassle-free with nutritious meals from the Marketplace Food Court. Visit us 7 days a week. Homemade cooking, quality service, all at prices you can count on.
The Ernst & Young Coastal Cleanup in support of Keep Bermuda Beautiful will take place on Saturday, September the 19th. The annual island-wide event gives volunteers an opportunity to enjoy combing the beach for the morning and snorkeling and diving underwater in an effort to remove litter and marine debris from our shores. Because it's also the 30th International Coastal Cleanup and people will be taking part all around the world, participants are asked to be citizen scientists for the day and tally each piece of litter on a special card. In 2014, 91 countries and 560,000 volunteers picked up over 16 million pounds of trash, while in Bermuda, 484 people picked up 9,000 pounds of trash from 31 locations. A large presence of police officers gathered on Court Street this morning and were joined by an ambulance, giving rise to speculation that a crime had been committed. It eventually transpired that a man had fallen and injured his head and had attracted a crowd of concerned residents from the area. He was taken to the hospital while the police spoke to witnesses to ensure that a crime had not been committed. And now we turn to Earl Bazin with the latest from the sports desk.
Bermuda's athletes completed competing at the Youth Commonwealth Games in Samoa, with Bermuda not alone in the category of not winning a medal, as a total of 37 countries of the 62 did not capture a medal. Chef de mission Cal Simons reported that David Darrell pulled up injured in the men's 800-meter preliminaries 2 days ago. He was taken to the hospital, where it was determined that he either tore his hip flexor or pulled it very badly. Darrell was scheduled to return to the hospital to have ultrasound. The Sigma B Pro Women's Soccer School is underway. The pro soccer school is designed for Bermuda females for success in the 21st century by including a balance of sports school that will focus on sports, social, business, and education. David Bascom, the founder, is happy that the school has finally started.
I think one of the biggest reasons, or the reasons of why this has been run, is not just to increase and help to increase the football participation in young women, but it's also to help out with engaging with the social part of it. Apart from the training, and the whole school is based on a curriculum that's based on age group development. It's based around where they should be now, where they're going to end up in the 21st century. What's the process? The game's going to get quicker. And it's also understanding is that we have to focus more and be engaged on their workshops, leadership training. So there's a lot of team building. There's a lot of other facets that's involved in it. I'm excited about it. The young women are excited, and it's really interesting. You know, I have Dominique, Richardson there. You know, Nikita, everybody knows her. You know, John Barry Newsom, who's involved, and it's really a process. It's just having it to grow. You know, with the stakeholders being the parents, having it to grow together. One of our main supporters, one of the main sponsors, Sigma, who came on not just as a sponsor but as a supporter, who's jumped right in, and really wants to see this to grow.
The Argo Group Gold Cup reigning champion Johnny Bertson has one message for his rivals: be prepared for a repeat. Bertson, the number 10 ranked match racing sailor in the world, is among the stellar group of skippers who have confirmed their entry for the prestigious Argo Group Gold Cup, which is scheduled to take place in the Hamilton Harbor October 6th through the 11th and is hosted by the Royal Bermuda Yacht Club. On September the 19th, we will find out who from Bermuda will earn the right to be a part of the 2015 event. Officials at the Royal Bermuda Yacht Club explained that only one spot is available for this year's event that will take place right here in the Hamilton Harbor. Meanwhile, a picturesque Spinnaker start saw 25 boats go across the start line for race day 19 of the Wednesday night sailing series that begins and ends in the Hamilton Harbor. Cyclone crossed the line first with a time of 1:01:43, and with the corrected time of 1:03:51 saw them finish 23rd on the night. Passion was the second boat to cross the line, clocking a time of 1:03:46, and with their corrected time of 59:47, saw them finish second on the night. The third boat to cross the line on the night was Yapster, clocking 1:04:19, and with the corrected time of 1 hour and 5 seconds, saw them finish sixth on the night. Addiction was first on the night with a corrected time of 1:05:55, after they recorded a time of 59:34. Honey Badger was third on the night with a corrected time of 59:54. Fat Tuesdays was fourth on the night with a corrected time of 1 hour and 5 seconds, and Push rounded out the top 5 finishers on the night with a corrected time of 1 hour and 15 seconds. The Pembroke Pirates came from behind to defeat the St. George's Generals 8-6 in the first inline ball hockey playoff semifinal at the PCC hockey rink last evening. Trailing 3-1 at the end of the first period, the Pembroke Pirates shut out the St. George's Generals 2-0 in the second period to tie the game at 3-3. The Pembroke Pirates then outscored St. George's 5-3 to claim Game 1. The Pembroke Pirates got 2 goals from David Provost and Warren Miller, while Ryan Wilson, Matthew Desjardins, Max Bovin, and Jacob Emlong all added a goal each. Patrick Neal scored a hat-trick for the St. George's Generals, with Owen Cease, Jeffrey Engelman, and Pete Brodsky adding a goal each. The Paget Pistols took a 1-0 lead over the Somerset Snappers following Game 1 of their semifinal, recording a 7-6 come-from-behind win. The Somerset Snappers held a 3-2 lead at the end of the first period, but when the horn sounded to end the second period, the score was level at 4-4, with the Paget Pistols outscoring Somerset Snappers 2-1. The third and final period saw the Paget Pistols score 3 times and restrict the Somerset Snappers to 2 goals. Chris Grantier led the Paget Pistols to victory with a hat-trick, with Shannon Goose scoring twice. Bill Collock and Joe Neal added a goal each. Christopher Jackson scored a hat-trick for the Somerset Snappers, with Matthew Benson scoring twice and Tom Miller scoring the other. Alan Douglas Jr. of Cleveland County was named the Chivas Sportsperson of the Week. Making today's presentation was Neil Spate of the Bermuda Cricket Board and Victoria Esposito of Goslings.
During the game, Captain Alan Douglas had an opportunity to run out Derek Brainman. He had collided with him in mid-wicket, and the throw to the keeper would have found Derek well out of his ground. But in the spirit of sportsmanship, Alan declined the appeal and didn't take the opportunity to run out Derek, which obviously would have been a great advantage for his team, but he realised it was against the spirit of cricket. So here on his behalf is to accept the award is the President of Cleveland County Cricket Club, Mr. Carlton Smith.
I'd just like to congratulate you and your team on behalf of Goslings and Chivas and present you with this bottle of Chivas 18.
Thank you, ma'am. As the Bermuda Bicycle Association's 2015 road race season is winding down, we now take a look at the team standings. Winner's Edge and Team Tokyo have a healthy lead over the rest of the field. Winner's Edge currently have a total of 889 points, while Team Tokyo have 805. Bicycle Works are third with 368 points, with the Independents registering 260 points. Digicel Madison have 159 runs. A total of 48 runs crossed the plate in the latest round of the Bermuda Commercial Softball Summer League season. KPMG defeated Amlin 7-0. The Corporation of Hamilton defeated Team Smoky 11-6, and Vasco defeated Parakeet 18-7. In second spring senior bowling league action at the Warwick Lanes, it saw the Blue Angels go down 3-1 to the last pins. Go and Get It drew 2-2 with the Islanders. The Drifters went down 2.5 to 1.5 to Old and Kickin', and the last minutes went down 3-1 to the Pin Splitters. I'm Earl Baisden reporting for VSB Sports.
Looking at the weather for Friday, September the 11th, there will be sunny breaks, a few showers with a chance of thunder. Winds will be southwesterly light to moderate with stronger gusts around showers. We're expecting a high near 85 and a low near 77. This weather forecast is courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Thank you for watching VSB News Online for Thursday, September the 10th. I'm Charles Webb.